Regulations 5 and 6 can be thought of as a pair. Regulation 5 being concerned with the electrical strength of equipment, and Regulation 6 with the mechanical strength. Regulation 5 is absolute and requires that all electrical equipment must have sufficient electrical strength and capability where dangerous if it did not. This means in practice that all equipment must work safely, not only under normal conditions, but when subject to any foreseeable fault on the system which could result in danger. Good design is key to compliance with this regulation. Those carrying out the design must have the appropriate knowledge and experience. It's also essential that good design documentation be kept to show due diligence. It must always be remembered that guesswork or poor design is not only foolhardy, but also illegal. Regulation 6 is one of the few regulations which does not carry an absolute duty. In essence, this regulation states that equipment must be protected from any adverse or hazardous conditions which would give rise to danger, as long as these conditions are reasonably foreseeable. Some typical conditions are listed in the regulation. These include mechanical damage, the effects of weather, temperature or pressure, the effects of wet, dusty, dirty or corrosive conditions, any flammable or explosive atmospheres, including dusts, vapours and gases. There are a number of standards to which you can turn for guidance when selecting equipment for use in adverse conditions, and you should consult these for details. Regulations 7 and 8 may also be seen as a pair, both being concerned with protection against electric shock. Regulation 7 being concerned with basic protection, whilst Regulation 8 deals with fault protection. These were previously known as protection against direct and indirect contact, respectively. So let's just take a moment to make sure we appreciate the difference. For basic protection to apply, the conductors concerned would normally be live. That is to say, they would be circuit conductors, intended to carry current for the correct operation of the electrical equipment. Fault protection, on the other hand, applies to a conductor, such as the casing on this piece of equipment, which, although not normally intended to be live, could become live because of a fault condition, possibly because of the failure of basic protection.